Alright, y'all. Newbie stuff continues. Session 4 or 5 or 6, I don't know what you want to call it. I got smart and I got me a little travel box to put all my crazy crap in from all these different pieces and parts from all the cameras and connectors and stuff. But looks like I finally got this guy figured out. Mounted to the side of the helmet, some extensors, and then we got a 90 going up into the camera itself, and it's right on the front. So it looks like I've got that mounted. Of course, I want to go with just the regular stud mount instead of these guys. I'm gonna go to the hardware store and see if I can find some of those, just these kind of regular bolts to lock it all down, keep it cleaner. Because once I do lock it in position, I will never want it to move again. That'll be its permanent position. So I don't need to have these to adjust it. But again, we're making progress. We've got the camera on the bike. I took 3 videos out riding around yesterday and today with that. It doesn't look very good because the Harley-Davidson vibrates way too much. And of course you can't hear me talking at all because the camera's far away from my mouth, and it's bike's loud, the wind's loud, the road's loud, so you can't hear what I'm saying really. So obviously the cheapo camera that's mounted on the bike on the handlebars is just going to be for kind of a reference. So you'll cut to one scene, you'll be seeing me for a minute while I'm talking, but you'll be getting the feed from this microphone that will be hooked up to that camera, and it'll be inside the helmet, which I've been talking about. So this will get, when I turn this video off, I'm going to install this speaker or microphone. That'll come off the side of this thing, I believe, and then I'll have to get it to go through the underline of the padding, and then have it rest right up here on the side somewhere in there, so that it could directly hit when I talk while I'm wearing it. So yeah, so this is pretty much a done deal. I have to just tighten that up, that's why it's flopping. So yeah, we'll have this done. We'll have the internal mic so you can start hearing me when I do videos. And then the camera mounted on the bike just for kind of split scenes to where you can see the other direction while I'm driving. That seems to be the basic format of what the guys are doing when they're out there filming on the road. So it should be fun. Also, I haven't used it since I bought it, but this thing actually has a built-in Bluetooth that I can hook up to the phone. So I don't know whether I'd ever want to use that. I guess I might be able to use that if I'm talking to somebody else in another helmet. But I think I only tried that thing once the entire time I had it. I didn't really have anybody to test it with, but I did charge it up, so technically it should be working. I don't know for sure. I haven't played with it. But I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about this camera working, and I'm worried about the getting the microphone installed. And then going for a nice long drive. I got the, well, I'll take you out and show you. I got the new windscreen. Forgive all the musical equipment. I've got a show to play tomorrow night. So all my gear is getting staged and ready. But I got the new windscreen and I did get it installed. So this one is not too much higher. So the original one only came up about this high, and my head was getting buffeted pretty bad from the wind. And so I got the higher one, which is, I don't know, about twice the size, but still not tall enough to be obnoxious or look stupid. And I think that's going to block everything. I think I'm now going to be able to sit behind this cockpit and have the wind actually go over my head, which is the main point of being able to cruise without, fighting the wind all the way down the road. And again, obviously we got the camera that, well, that's the case. I've got the camera inside because I'm looking at the video. It just shakes too much. So there's too much shake, rattle, and roll from the Harley. And I'm not sure how to combat that. So if anybody's got any suggestions on how to keep the camera, keep this whole mount from vibrating with the bike, I am willing to take any suggestions at this point, because it just sits there and vibrates the whole time the bike's on. So I'm not sure what to do about that. You know, occasionally it'll chill out as the bike finds a good RPM where I'm just cruising, and there's no real super vibrations. The camera will calm down once I'm moving. But most of the time I'm not moving super fast. I'm just kind of putting around the area, and so that camera just shakes relentlessly. And doesn't take very good pictures. The picture itself is clean. When the bike is sitting still, the actual quality looks decent. So I understand the draw or the want to try these cheapo cameras, but if the camera shakes, it's kind of worthless. So I've got to find a way. I don't know what to do. I've got to find a better way to mount this. I don't know whether I can come up here and mount it somewhere or what. I don't think it's going to change, because this is a Harley Davidson and it shakes. This bike vibrates. For sure it vibrates on the handlebars, so maybe if I were to get it off the handlebars and mount it elsewhere, it wouldn't shake quite so bad. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we're making progress. We got the camera mounted out here. We got the new windscreen, so we can get it back out on the freeway without having to fight the wind completely. And then we've got the helmet cam installed on the helmet. And so hopefully tomorrow we will take out the combination of the two and get some footage going both directions while I'm riding. And then I'll bring all that back into the computer, and then somebody's gonna have to show me how to edit all that fun stuff. So yeah, if anybody has any good suggestions on editing software, drop that in the comment below. There's not enough material on this website yet to even ask you guys to like or subscribe. I'm definitely going to be around for a while. We're definitely going to be talking about a couple of different topics. We're going to be talking mostly about motorcycles, but we're also going to be switching this up, as I talked about before in another video. We're going to be switching up with music, in particular guitars, music, and then musical gear. We're going to be talking about all that. So this will be kind of a combination YouTube channel where we talk about a few different things. I find that some of the YouTube channels I watch, they get a little singular, a little tunnel vision, and they're just always doing one thing all the time. I tend to watch them for a while, and then I kind of, after I've seen what they do, I've seen them do it a bunch of times, I get a little bored and I move on to the next channel. So I figure if I cover a couple of different things on this channel, you know, if one guy doesn't like the motorcycle part, then maybe he'll like the guitar part, or vice versa. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Have not made a video on any of the musical equipment or guitars yet. That'll be coming probably over the course of the next couple of days, until I get the video from the bike's rides onto the new computer, which I think is supposed to be showing up Monday. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we have some more content coming. So, you know, if you want to like and subscribe, that's cool. There's not much content on there to mess with right now, but I will be trying to do a minimum of one video a week. At least a minimum of one, maybe two. I've seen a couple of channels out there doing two. Now I may not do the heavy editing like they do, and they put all the funny graphics and music and all the other kind of stuff, and you know, I'm sure I can figure out how to do that. But that takes a lot of time. I know people spend a lot of their days editing, and while I don't mind doing that kind of stuff, it takes up a lot of time. And I got a lot of things that I do in my life besides just this, so well, I don't know, we'll see. You might just get straight footage of me and my interests. I don't know. But anyway, I drone on. Alright, enough for now. Happy Friday, people. It is officially Friday. We've got a show out at BFE Rock Hall tomorrow night off Jones Road. Nineville Junkies will be out there playing. We are playing with 4 of the bands. We are the headliners, and we go on at 10 o'clock. So if for some silly reason this video actually gets loaded tonight, come on out to BFE's and check us out. And we're just playing some good old 70s, 80s, and 90s rock and roll to hard rock. And you can imagine those years we play it, right? And we play it pretty well. So come on out, say hi. And that's it. We'll talk to you all later. Peace.